All right, guys, we have a final, the pro doubles final. We have Wisconsin natives Greg Rushing and Rob Balza on the left, and Mike Billirakis and Frank Kronkowski on the right. A couple of Chicago guys versus a couple of cheeseheads.
Yeah, it's a pretty big lineup getting here. I mean, Gronkowski and Rakis, they had to go through, which Teddy probably doesn't want to talk about, and Weber. I mean, that's no easy match. And Don Cheval was before that. How do you say it?
Shalafo.
Shalafo was before that.
Come on.
And then Balza had to
Come
go
on.
through, Mike Stahl. I mean, that was a tough team. And Chris Damodensky, how you say it?
Adamski.
Adamski, did good. So they had to earn their way to get up here.
Yeah, so Rushing and Balza have secured the winner's side here. Billirakis and Kronko would have to beat them in 2 consecutive 2 out of 3s. And this should be a good one. We just put Karma and Tony into the Hall of Fame here, guys. It's a great ceremony. We could get the music to go off, though. But the ceremony was great. 2 new Wisconsin Hall of Fame members.
And like Tony said, there's a lot of people that deserve to be in the Hall of Fame as well, and that's something where it's good to see that the Wisconsin group is working on and recognize those people that really made a difference to our sport in Wisconsin.
Well, with the addition of Karma and Tony, the committee will most likely be more active, and they'll probably throw other players in now. So
Right, and Tony knows the whole history of all those players that he was talking about, so that'll certainly be helpful.
all right, guys, we're all set here. Pro doubles. These are the best teams that were in your bracket here, and we had. Let me see how many teams. 36 teams. The top 10 looks pretty tough. All right, Greg puts the ball into play, brushes up, and gets the first scoring opportunity on Frank, and goes around him on the push side. All right, Billirakis with that big downhill brush. His uphill is really good now, too. Yeah, he was trouble for me today. And he's fast to the corners. Tried to go out to the push side, blocked up off the table by Rob Balza, the professor. Rob and Greg, both top finishers at the Thunderdome. They were both inside that top 10 marker. We've heard great things about the Thunderdome. Everybody seemed to love the format. A lot of play, a lot of play time, and a lot of downtime, I heard. That's what I'm most excited for, is more downtime. You don't want to have to be a slave to the tournament room all the time because you don't have to play all the time. I'm sure there's a smarter way. As Billirakis waits out that pull side.
Yeah, the Thunderdome is going to be certainly a change for our activity. I think it's going to be a great change, or at least another add-on to our tournaments.
All right, that's Frank Kronko in the back. Retired Chicago detective. Living in Wisconsin now. Blocked by Frank. Balza with a slinger there, huh? Or did he just lose that one?
I thought he just slid it. I thought it was a spray.
Anyway, credit for Balza. He can be dangerous back here. He's got push kicks. He's got a good pull shot. He shoots a lot of big push kicks. He scores a lot of points back there. And they have some passes off that big hard tic tac push kick setup. That if you're waiting for that shot, then they'll hit you with the pass. Taken away here by Greg Rushing. Greg Rushing, a hairstylist, and people talk about how good his work is all the time. So he's like a top hairstylist. You know, he's solid. So if you need some work done in Milwaukee area, he's your guy to contact. Goes through the lane here. Gets this one back. Sat still most of that possession. With that still or just sitting still, he tried to go out there again. Frank took it away. It's just hard to generate power that way, just sitting still. But if you get them jumping to the corners, I'm sure you have an easy middle. All right, Mike Billirakis, mainly brush, and that was a sweet uphill.
Right, there it is.
Yeah, so I used to have to play him from the wall all the time because his downhill was so good. But now that uphill is looking really sharp too. So I don't know what to do on him anymore. All right, Greg Rushing puts it into play. 3-2 here in game one. Our 2022 Pro Doubles Final. And Kronkowski's always good for a big monster shot or two from the back.
A rocket.
Yeah, he hits that thing hard. All right, Billirakis takes this away. Chance to even things up, and he does so with the pull side.
Yeah, he's shooting at a very high percentage. He had 4 shots at the goal, and he's made 3 of them. He's shooting 75%, Billirakis.
They didn't have, I don't think they had any passes together, but they were a tough team, and we had to play them twice today. Billirakis and Frank, I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
And they're just a solid team.
Kronkowski has got on Greg the last few shots.
Balza tries a pull kick there, comes back to him. And there was that pass I was telling you about.
Exactly. You gotta appreciate it.
He threw it out there like it was the push kick, and they almost had it. Frank dancing around here. Yeah, great pull shot by Balza out of the back too.
Real hit the post.
Yeah, he can square that thing real nice. Tic tac push kick. Frank blocks it. Oh, was that a bank shot by Frank? Like a baby bank? Great shot.
I was watching him. He's going all the way to the wall, making sure he has that touching the wall before he shoots.
Greg Rushing bounces this one through. Chance to even it up. Sitting still. He's going to burn a timeout.
It's a good timeout. Right now, Greg's not. He had 7 shots at the goal and only hit 2 of them, so he's shooting around 29%. This is a key moment for him to really change the direction of the game and tie it up. So it was a good timeout for him.
All right, Greg puts it back into play. Tries to go out to that push side, blocked and taken away by Frank.
Very powerful shot from Frank. You can just see everything just go. Tried to pass it up the middle there and almost succeeded.
Balza setting up in a different spot that I've ever seen him set up. I was thinking he was looking at that.
Bank, right?
Oh, taken away by Rushing.
Key time.
Try to go out to that push side, block, but comes back to him. Another chance to even it up. Try to go down the middle, blocked and taken away by Kronko. Good defense there by Rushing.
Yep, good steal.
Another chance to tie it up. Sprayed it wide. Game point for the team on the right here. Lane pass, they're going to give it to him. Greg says he got him, he bumped him. A chance to close out game one for Mike Billirakis.
Oh, good defense.
Mike brushes this one up. Another chance to close out the match. Pull side to win the game.
I mean, you look at the stats. Bill was shooting 67% on his 3-bar.
You mean Mike Billirakis?
Billirakis, yep. And Rushing was shooting 18%, 2 for 11 on his 3-bar. Still in the game, so, percentage-wise, we always say you got to shoot at a high percentage on a 3, but, there's many parts of the game that make it go. 5-bar, I think, made a huge difference there. Billirakis at 63% and Greg at 38%. So, again, I still think Balza and Rushing were in the game. They weren't out of it with the lower numbers, but interesting stats. So, thank you, Randy.
All right. A few of our sponsors: Good Nature E-Vapor, Cross Country Mortgage, Balance Studios, American National Bank, A&B Process Systems, Johnson's Bakery, and Holmes Automotive Recycling. Thank you for helping. All right, Rushing sitting still, and he gets this pull side to go. I was just thinking that maybe he should start rocking with that thing just to get some separation better.
Well, Greg is certainly known for a sleepy snake. Kind of sits there, a still snake, and it's pretty effective. But
well,
maybe do something, change up. You're right, to change it up a little bit.
He got that last one. But
we started strong last time.
How it goes. Another chance here for Rushing. Tries to go down the middle, blocked and taken away by Frank. Good D again by Rushing. And shows a big push side. You see, he moved it around a little bit.
He walked it out.
Yeah.
Yep.
He got some separation that way. He wasn't just sitting still. That was very nice. All right, good defense by Rushing.
Really looking for a good, clean pass, and he got it.
Yeah, Billirakis had it for him. All right, 2-1 here in game 2. Greg tries a middleman pass. Billirakis takes it away. Chance to even things up for Mike.
2 for 2 for Mike.
Yeah, he's fast to that pull side. His push might be even faster. And he gets it and goes. Yeah, neither forward takes a whole lot of time. But they can terrorize you at that speed.
Very patient with his 5-bar, really working that corner.
Taken away here by Billirakis. Try to go through the high lane. Rushing blocks it back to his goalie. Rattles this one through. And goes push side around Frank. Defensive switch here, it's looking like. Greg Rushing going to come in the back. Rob Balza up front.
Well, Billirakis is shooting 100%, so it's a good change. Anything Greg maybe can slow him down a little or slow down the 5-bar.
So far, he's doing good. Billirakis gets to go through on the wall. Will now shoot on Greg Rushing.
There it is. That was the change for right there. A good block.
We'll see if Greg's going to take a timeout. No, he's going to send it upfield. Kronko tracks it down. Ooh, push kick, Greg Rushing. Game point for the guys on the left. Taken away here by Rob Balza. Going to take a timeout and bring Greg Rushing up front.
I'm looking at the stats, the 5-bar, only 18% by Billirakis, and before, he was a much higher percentage, almost 38%. So you can see why that's affecting his game, only in a 2-4 game for him.
Yeah, they're doing a number on his brush.
And shots at goal, they had 5 for Greg, and they're shooting 60%. They made 3 of the 5 so far. And again, that's why they're sitting on top. But it's a very close game. You can't count anybody out in foosball.
Rushing weaves that one through. Chance to close out game 2. Blocked and taken away by Frank. I think that was right off the post. Downhill brush by Rushing. Another chance to close out game 2. And he goes push side.
5-2. I mean, yeah. Wow, Greg shot 57% up front. He shot 7 goals, made 4 of the 7, and his 5-bar was at 55% compared to Billirakis at 18%. But Billirakis, he gets that ball, he's 2 for 3, 67%. So key was keeping the ball away from that 3-bar, and that made a difference in that game.
It sure did. This is set 1 of our pro doubles final here at Wisconsin State.
I really liked when they switched, when Greg and Rob switched, it created a little different tension and changed the momentum of the game. I think that really helped out with Greg getting that block in.
All right. Chance to get on the board first here for Mike Billirakis. Block back to the 5 row. Brushes it up. Another chance to score first. And out and back down the middle. Taken away here by Mike.
Yeah,
And I think that was the first push side that he's hit. But that thing's deadly.
yeah, he gets on that. He gets a super high percentage on his 3-bar if he gets it.
Greg gets one to go down the middle.
Yep, keeping toe to toe. They did a switch again. Balza up front. See if he can slow down the 5-bar. And he did. He calls a timeout to get Greg up there. I mean, the goal was for him just to stop the 5-bar.
Oh, nice little delay and then brush
paid
up.
off. It paid off. Greg came up and made it happen.
Chance to tie it up at 2.
Tried the sleepy snake approach. Just set.
Frank sitting still.
I haven't heard much from Frank yet, but it's still time.
He's always going to be good for one.
This is where it gets dangerous.
Lucky to get that one in. 3-1 lead here for the team on the right. Game 3 of our first set of pro doubles. Rushing goes push side on Frank. Another defensive switch for the team on the left. All right, we'll see if Greg's going to take a timeout here. He shot that push kick and scored it before, so maybe not. Setting up center dot. Gets this one up to Rob Balza, and then going to burn their second timeout and bring Greg up front again. Yeah, we still have more events you guys can play today. We can still get you into women's, let me see. We still get you into expert doubles, 10 o'clock tonight. Come see us at the Mad Apple. Open doubles just about to start here.
So Greg's shooting around 50%. He shot 4 and he's made 2. See what he can do on this one. Kronkowski's been holding him at bay in game 1. Game 2, he's
got that one right off the post.
3-3.
So he hit it perfect.
Back in it. See if they didn't keep that ball off. It's 3.
Billirakis goes along the wall.
It's dangerous here. Can use a streak.
Match point for Mike Billirakis and Frank Kronkowski. All right, a chance to tie it up for Greg Rushing. And he goes down the middle. Championship point, Greg Rushing, Rob Balza. Taken away here by Greg Rushing. Rush this pass. But they didn't have a timeout.
Right, that's why, so exactly. They're out. He was hoping he had another one.
Yeah. Ooh, fired one down the middle.
Right.
Blocked by Balza, comes to Rushing. Taken away by Billirakis. Goes along the wall.
Oh.
Well, he's going to take a timeout.
I bet you they switch. They put Greg in the back. What do you think?
Well, Greg's actually had his number back there, believe it or not.
Exactly, and he's shooting.
So yeah.
Billirakis is shooting 80%. He's made 4 of his 5, and the only one that was blocked was by Greg. So that would be the right move if they do it here.
Yeah, so here we will see if we have a second set. And they're going to keep Rob Balza in the back. He's more of the goalie, I would say.
Yes.
All right, here we go. Rocking back down the middle on Rob Balza, and we have a second set.
And you know, it looks like Greg had 6 shots at the goal, and he made 4, so you're shooting around 67%. But the key was Billirakis shooting again, 83%, 5 of 6, and he proved it in that very last point. 5 bars were pretty equal, 50% across the boards. It seemed like Billirakis had a couple more shots at it, but you can see that the percentages here between game 1 and game 2 that made the difference in the game, and game 3 as well. So, very good game. What do you think about that switch? You think they should have switched in the end, or is, you know, it's kind of Monday quarterback and you don't know?
Yeah, well, they didn't have timeouts either, so then Rushing would have been trapped back there potentially.
Right.
Had he got the block, and I don't know if he thought about that. Probably, but yeah, you could have always done it differently, but we're here now, and we're going to set number 2. One final 2 out of 3 to decide the Pro Doubles Wisconsin State Champions of 2022. I'm sure they'll take a few minutes. Yeah, that Billirakis uphill brush is looking sharp, and his snake shot was money. He shredded me really bad the first game that we played him earlier today, and I couldn't stop him. He was just going fast to the corners, and his out and back down the middle that you got to see him finish off that last set with is really good. He's sharp with that out and back down the middle. He'll hop out both ways and go back down the middle.
He shot 83%, 63%. In the game he lost, he shot 13%. So that's the difference, you know. But he had very, very good 3-bar stats.
They played keep away from him that game too. All right, looks like they're ready, guys.
New match, 2 out of 3 again. Flip a coin, shake again. Oh, everything's all new.
All right, and we're off. Billirakis brushes this one down. And starts out with a pull side effort on Rob Balza. Taken away here by Rushing. Cuts that one through. Yeah. Cuts it back.
You return the favor. There we go. Greg picked up on that downhill brush. Was not able to capitalize it to his 3. Try to pass lane. Was blocked.
All right, another look at Frank back here.
There he is. A game in a game.
Smashes a pull kick. Big old monster shots. That's what he's known for. We get to see Frank once in a while. Wish he'd come out more. He plays league in Milwaukee, though.
Yeah.
Plays league with Corey Allen.
Mm-hmm.
Whiffed on the bank there. And that baby bank was on goal.
Yes, it was.
Balza
right
dug
there.
that thing out. What a tough thing for a goalie to do, to have to block the banks. An almost impossible task. And then Balza turns it around on him and hammers a pull shot.
Now, like a goalie wars going on here. That's
Mhm.
good.
2-2 here in this opening game of the second set of our pro doubles final.
Good block.
Camped on the corners, middle wide open. But you got to do that sometimes to him. Wall pass, beautiful. Especially after a goalie scores one, that's a great time for a wall pass. Balza, look at his production. 2 wall passes, big pull shot.
Yeah, two great passes up to your, get it up to your 3 bar. He's able to capitalize on that and bring this game back in. Another steal by Greg. Back-to-back steals.
Yeah, both Rushing and Balza just turned pro after this last points update. So these are Wisconsin's newest pros. Greg takes this one away here. Chance to go up 4-2. Tries to go out to that push side. Frank blocked it. Send it right back to Rushing. Rushing takes a timeout.
Well, looks like Greg's shooting around 50%. He's got 4 shots at the goal and hit 2 of them. Billirakis is at 50% too. Got 2 shots and made 1. So Balza was able to stop one. So that certainly is keeping this game close. 3-2 is a close game. Billirakis is 50% on his passes compared to Greg Rushing is only 25%. That's an interesting stat. But there's so much that goes on in the game in these stats that, you know, the score is 3-2. It's you know, you'd think, wow, twice as good as 5 bar, but on the same token, the game is close. Maybe that 25% would make a difference for the score, 3-3.
All right, Greg Rushing puts it into play. Tried to go out to that push side, big block by Frank. And Balza couldn't go back to the wall again, I was going to say.
Right, and if you recall, in the earlier games, he was pulling from the middle of the table, and now he's way all against the wall.
Yeah, you got to have different spots where you can work from. Kept out the goal by Frank. Good defense there.
Good block.
Yeah, good shot.
He doesn't miss.
Quick pull side by Billirakis.
Ties it up, 3-3.
Greg tried to go through the lane, block backwards to his goalie. Is taking a lot of pressure off him.
Yeah, and the stats show it here. Billirakis at 75%. He made 3 of his 4. His 5 bar, he was 2 of his 4 passes. That's at 50%, and that's a big. And Greg was 33% on his 3 bar. Shot 6, only scored 2. And on his 5 bar, he had 9 attempts and he only got 2 through. You know, so there's a lot going on during the game, but his stats kind of show how the score is going in that particular game. So 5-3 goes to Billirakis, the Illinois team.
All right, another shout out to our sponsors: Good Nature E-Vapor, Cross Country Mortgage, Balance Studios, American National Bank, A&B Process Systems, Johnston's Bakery, and Holmes Automotive Recycling. Thank you to all our sponsors, and thank you to the Mad Apple for hosting this event here. All right, Greg Rushing puts the ball into play, starting up game 2 here in our pro doubles final. Still early. Come and hang out with us if you're around. The texting isn't working this weekend. It's giving everybody fits. The people should get their money back. All right, Mike brushes that one up. And he's been hot. He's been shooting fast. Tries to go pull side. Blocked up to his forward.
When they get flicked off that table, I used to be quick to grab them by hand too, but sometimes they come back in and they're still playable if they don't touch anything.
Yeah, someone did that to me in a final one time, and I was mad because I felt like it was gonna land right on my 3-bar, but he reached his hand up, caught the ball, and then he got the possession. It was a bunch of crap.
I was gonna say, where does that go? I wonder.
Yeah, it's just hypothetical at that point, you know. Break there for rushing. Gets his team on the board first here in game 2. Mike brushes that one up. And goes pull side. Ooh. Nice holding on to that one by Greg Rushing as he strokes that quick one down the middle on Frank.
Rob and Greg switch. We got Rob up front. He was able to slow the 5-bar down more before, not that time. Let's see if Greg can slow down Bill.
It's not Bill. It's Mike Billirakis.
I know. Sorry about that. There we go. Greg got it. He's going to call timeout or try to do it himself.
All right, Balza took a timeout. He's going to bring Greg Rushing up front. All right, Rushing puts it into play. Loses it to Billirakis. Chance to even it up at 2. The hole was there, and he just sprayed it wide that time.
Right. Balza uses that reverse D in that situation.
Taken away here by Mike.
Oh, that was a nice lane. Kind of a bump kick.
2-2 here in game 2. A game that the Wisconsin boys have to have. Push kick attempt by Balza.
Oh, rocket down the lane there.
Yeah, Frank's just peppering that goal with monster shots. Rushing pokes it through the high lane here.
All getting a little more aggressive. You can feel the heat more. There you go. Good shot by Greg.
All right, they're going to take a timeout on the left, and I think that's their second, and bring Greg Rushing up front.
But I think that was the goal. You know, Rob's goal was to stop that 5-bar. It's, you know, Mike Billirakis has a very high percentage, 67% of 5-bars, and that's makes a difference in all the games.
All right, a huge goal for Greg Rushing and Rob Balza here. They burned both their timeouts now.
Good block.
Yeah, Frank blocks it off the table, puts it
baited
back
him in there.
Right, puts it back into play here. Tic-tac and slow. Tried that far wall bank, comes back to him. He scored a bank here already on the other wall. Tries another pass.
I think just floated up there. It was like ball bearings on it, just rolled. Rob tried to pass and was denied.
A chance to tie it up at 3 for Mike Billirakis.
Oh, big goal, big block.
Yeah, he tried to go down the middle that time, but didn't hit it perfectly straight. Out of timeouts on the left, so that will play a part in this game. You have to take more chances, and you might have to take bad shots.
Wish he had a timeout. He would took a breath there.
Yeah, that uphill of Mike Billirakis. 3-3 here in game 2. Rushing tried to bounce it through. Billirakis took it away. A chance to bring it within 1 of the championship. Blocked by Balza.
Big block. That was important block. Show that he can contain him in this game.
Balza set up at the line. Tries a slingshot. Nice brush down. Taken away by Mike Billirakis.
Again, just a bump kick.
Soft. It's a soft lane. Yeah. He's trying to brush it up, but it's not getting all of it. Mike Rocky. And goes out to the push side. Championship point for the team on the right. Game point for the team on the left. All right, Mike brushes this one through. A chance to close out the match.
Oh, he's going to take that timeout. All right, you're Ted. What do you think? Greg in the back. Rob stays.
I think you put Rushing back there just because he had some success in that first set. Remember?
Right.
But now it might be too late to do that. Now you might leave the goalie back there because they had a chance to do it before and they didn't.
Well, he's not. Rob is blocking him. He's at 44% this game. Mike Billirakis is at 44%. So, Rob is getting on him. So it's, maybe holding it. You're right. Then he gets stuck back there. That makes sense.
They're gonna keep Balza back there. Championship point for Mike Billirakis. Blocked by Balza. Comes back to Mike with another opportunity. Whips on it. And he's going to burn a second. If he didn't have that second timeout, he would have had to fire a bad shot on goal. So that's why it's you lose some leverage when you burn your timeouts. At least a little bit.
Right. Some people don't use them at all, so that's a good reason to. Here's a good example of when you need them. I don't know if I'm a betting man. I think he's going to go push.
Yeah, he has used a lot of pull sides, but he went push last time. I won't be surprised if he goes back down the middle either. He can hit all the holes. You got to defend him honestly.
There you go. Teddy called it down the middle.
Back down the middle to win it. Congrats to our pro doubles, Wisconsin State champions, Mike Billirakis and Frank Kronkowski. And congrats to our runners-up, Rob Balza and Greg Rushing.